whole to some extent. Our dominance has virtually eroded into oblivion, a sad state of affairs. And this is easy to explain. If a person from a neighboring country is hired, his sole objective would be to bring 10 more, and he succeeds. On the other hand, if you hire a Pakistani, what do you think he does? I'll leave it to your imagination. Friends, you would agree with me that meeting the globalization challenge is all about a certain mindset and about building people capability, all to do with entrepreneurial leadership and nurturing of human capital and its capacity building, especially at the executive level. In summary, friends, not a happy situation, not something to be proud of, but let's not get disheartened. And that is not the purpose of this dialogue, okay? All is not lost. And as I'm always reminded of my favorite poet, Allama's verses, where he says, "Baad-e mukhalif se na ghabra, ay uqab, ye to chalti hai tujhe uncha udane ke liye. Aur zara nam ho to ye matti badi zarkhez hai saki." The question that I want to leave you with are, do we want to be, question number one, do we want to be an active participant in this new world order, or be a silent spectator ramrodded into submission, as has started to happen recently? Or do we want to evolve into a modern, progressive, enlightened, smart working and self-accountable nation, which is the need of the hour? Do we want a nation of 170 million talented souls, blessed with natural resources to play its rightful role as a regional powerhouse in this century? Friends, life has dealt its hand. We have no choice but to rise to this challenge, and rise we must. And this reminds me again of a verse from Allama Iqbal. थे तो आबा वो तुम्हारे ही, मगर तुम क्या हो, हाथ पर हाथ धरे मुंतज़िरे फरदा हो. Let us make no mistake, friends. No Messiah will come and no apple will fall for Newton anymore. Let us also not expect the government to do much. And note what God says in the Quran, and I quote, "I will not change the circumstances of a nation until it is ready to change its circumstances on its own." Therefore, my friends, all of us in this room, including myself, and not just the government alone, will have to answer this call to action. Let us start spreading this message. Let us start making a difference right now by committing to do the following. Number one, we have some great local and national brands, no doubt, which are scalable and can be replicated on a much larger landscape. The key is for the owner-operators and entrepreneurs to relinquish control and to induct their own worldly wise sons and daughters who are eager to accept the globalization challenge, or hire professionals trained in this game to jumpstart this process. Number two, proactively initiate mergers and acquisitions both within and outside the country to build scale and compete effectively on the regional or international scene. Number three, start taking a more longer-term view of our investments and projects. Get more comfortable with 6, 7, 8 years of paybacks rather than a couple of years. And fourth, be willing to accept, and very important, be willing to accept different roles as business partners. And I speak especially to family-owned businesses. Not all can be chiefs at the same time. You will be wondering, what will I do after I finish my speech? Walk out of here and consider the job done? Feeling on top of the world? No. Certainly not. I am ready to work with you either individually or collectively in this mission, which to me is the real jihad. My services are available in whatever form necessary. While my abode is Dubai, Pakistan is my home. Thank you. I hope through this passionate talk I've been able to inspire some of you. But if that hasn't happened, I always in my talks and in my lectures and in my workshops use a clip, a video clip of 4 to 5 minutes. And that probably sometimes does a better job than I do. So kindly have a look.
I don't know what to say, really. 3 minutes to the biggest battle of our professional lives. All comes down to today. Either we heal as a team, or we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. Now, I can't do it for you. I'm too old. I look around, I see these young faces, and I think, I mean, I made every wrong choice a middle-aged man can make. I pissed away all my money, believe it or not. I chased off anyone who's ever loved me. And lately, I can't even stand the face I see in the mirror. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw with our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's gonna make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's gonna win that inch. And I know if I'm gonna have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. The 6 inches in front of your face. Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him.